Tonight, my best friend Martin and I are going to a Halloween costume party at the house of the most popular guy in high school, Mike Davis. He has a huge house, almost a mansion. It's going to be amazing. What costume did you prepare? Martin asked me impatiently. I don't know, a vampire, something simple. Henry, that's so usual. I really don't care. I don't like parties where there are too many people. A simple costume will suffice. But Martin, he takes a very big box out of the trunk of his father's car, which is parked in front of my house, before joining me with it. What is it? I'm going to dress up as Huggy Wuggy. You know, the children's toy, he said. What? But it's huge. Yeah, I know. It's going to be heavy to wear and I'm going to die of heat. No big deal. I'll take it off in the middle of the evening. He puts on his Huggy Wuggy costume. He's really big. This costume is both terrifying and incredible. I don't have the words. I put on my simple costume without even putting on makeup since I don't like it, and we go down to the living room to tell my mother so she can drop us off. Martin, what a costume, she says. Yes, Mom. Look at this style, it's so unique compared to others. I feel targeted. No, in fact, I know very well that he is targeting me. I pass in front of the television to turn it off since it's still on, but I watch the news a little bit reflex. Are you sure of that, Mr. Ludwig? Asked the journalist in front of the Playtime co-factory, microphone in hand. Yes, the factory was broken into. Some of our experiments, of our toys, escaped. Escaped? Were robbed. Playtime Company is a huge toy factory. It's also from this factory where Huggy Wuggy, Martin's costume, comes from. We get into my mother's car and start driving for a good 30 minutes to the entrance of the mansion. Take good care of yourself. Yes, Mom. I'll pick you up around 11 p.m. Okay. She leaves and we enter. There are lots of people, really too many. I'm not comfortable. With this huge costume, Martin rushes directly towards the pool table and the alcohol present while I go to visit the place. We've been here for an hour already and I'm bored. I'm not having fun at all. It was so obvious. It was Martin who was the basic guest, not me. It's 10 p.m. I want to go eat a fast food while I'm waiting for my mother. I'm going to go find Martin now. I look for the man in the huge blue suit, but find him nowhere. Did he take off his costume in the middle of the night? Damn, I don't know at all. I then search outside, even a little further from the house, and finally, I find him in an alley a little further. Oh, you're there, Martin. I was looking for you everywhere. Listen, I don't want to stay. Would you mind coming with me to get some fast food? I feel guilty asking him to leave an hour early. Will you blame me? Martin, are you angry at me? He doesn't even answer. I can't see his face, but the eyes of the costume staring at me are so scary anyway. I feel like he's mad at me, so I turn around to go to the fast food restaurant that's still open. Well, he still follows me. Well, I guess he's only half mad at me. After all, he's my best friend. We can't stay mad for long. We enter through the front door of the fast food restaurant. I then order 2 extra large menus like hungry people, and we sit down at a simple table opposite each other. The restaurant is almost empty. Apart from us in Halloween costumes, there are only 2 or 3 people, but we're the only ones in disguises. It's embarrassing. Here are your menus. Enjoy your meal. Thank you. The trays had arrived. I take mine and start tasting my hamburger. Martin does nothing. What is he waiting for? Oh, can't you unwrap your burger with your costume on? Wait, I'll help you. Let me do it, I say. I unpack his hamburger and give it to him. It's true that his hands are not very practical. He eats it, but you don't take off your costume. His costume has teeth. Is it counted in the manufacturing costs, or am I hallucinating? Come on, take this costume off. I lean over the table to approach his head and take it off. So I press my 2 hands on each side of his head and I pull, but I can't take it off. He's blocked, I say, lost. Damn, pulling too hard. I pulled some hair out of the costume's head. I had the impression that it pissed him off. He pushes me suddenly with his arm and I fall onto the floor of the restaurant. I'm sorry, I say. I watch him devour the 2 trays, not eat. He jumps on them and devours them. It's not Martin. It looks like a giant Huggy Wuggy, but it's so weird. Maybe I should go. If it's not Martin, I had no reason to stay. I get up and leave, even running, but he follows me. Why? I had to coax this strange monster into offering him food, but I'm out of money. I go back in front of the mansion, and I see my mother's car waiting for me. I get in it directly, but she doesn't start. Where's Martin? She asks. I don't know. Oh, there he is. Come on, open the door for him. She opened her window to talk to this monster following me. I don't know how to explain it to her, so I don't say anything and open the back door to my left. Unfortunately, he enters and sits. How's the night, kids? Well, I think. What about you, Martin? How was it? Nothing in return. He's just watching me, and it really scares me. Martin, I prepared a sleeping bag for you next to Henry's bed. You can sleep at our house. Oh, that's cool. I got a call. I pick up. Hello, I say. It's me, Martin. I'm going to another party. Don't expect me tonight. Okay. Have a good night. Don't stuff yourself with too much candy. He hangs up. Damn, I really don't know who's next to me right now. I am now making a bed for a giant blue monster. I have absolutely no idea who it is, but I'm so paralyzed with fear that I act like I don't know anything. Good, you can lie down, Martin, I say. He lies down in his sleeping bag. I in my bed, and I turn off the light in my room. I'm so scared of him, pretending he's really Martin. I feel like playing this game is weirdly saving my life. I felt a drop of water hit my face. I'm so sleepy as I wipe it from my face. Is my bedroom roof leaking? But it's not raining outside. I open my eyes and see the monster's face drooling over me, only inches away. Martin, it's late. Go back to sleep. I'm pretending. I have to pretend. He tilts his head to the left, stares at me, and leaves to go back to bed. Was it going to devour me? I don't prefer to know, but I'm happy to still be alive. I feel like he's obeying me to make me believe he's Martin. Is he suspicious of something? It's been dead quiet after that. I can't sleep at all. I raise my head a little to see what he's doing, and damn, he's looking straight at me. He was staring at me like this from the start, even when I was sleeping. Martin, are you leaving tomorrow then? I had to control my voice. If I started like that, he will eventually understand. But already, why did I ask the question? He can't answer, and of course he's not going to leave. If he doesn't, I kick him out. The next day, he stayed. My mother thinks he stayed to spend time with me, and I dare not tell her the truth, especially not in front of this thing. Today is Sunday. I had nothing to do. I want to go for a walk to escape this monster that haunts me. I get dressed, get ready to leave the house and start my journey. I go, I say at the entrance. Don't come home late. Unsurprisingly, he follows me. At least I keep him away from my mom. I don't want him to hurt her. I enter a grocery store and buy some snacks before going to sit on a bench at the end of the street. You want some? I asked this monster. He takes a few things. It's quite funny anyway. At least if he eats, he won't devour me now. Oh no, that's Mike Davis. I was at his party yesterday, but the truth is, he's a friend of Martin, not mine at all. Plus, he's with 2 other guys. Please pass by without looking at me. But wouldn't it be the little child with his big plush, he told me? Damn, he provokes me. It's not mine, I answer. Can't we go without his plushie? Aw, poor little baby. I hate them. It's so humiliating. I want to run away. I hate it. It's not mine. He's following me. Aw, does your plushie follow you? Oh, and what would you do if I ripped off his little arm? Aw, are you going to cry? Not at all. Go ahead. But in your place, I wouldn't do that. He approaches the blue monster and takes his right arm and hand before pulling hard on it. The monster growls. He doesn't look happy at all. Worse than at the restaurant yesterday. I have the feeling he's going to take revenge. The monster gets up from the bench. His smile turns into a bunch of teeth, at least 4 rows. It's terrifying. I prefer to stare at the ground. What is this mess? One of them said. I hear them scream and run away, but the monster quickly catches up to him. Me too, I have to go. I don't feel well. What has happened? I'm rambling. I think I'm going to pass out. It's soft. What is it? I feel like I'm against a very soft blanket. It's so pleasant. Where am I? I open my eyes. I'm against the monster. What happened? Wait. Yes. I remember. Did he spare me? Why? I move away from him a little and get up. Where are we? Looks like my room. He took me home. It's surprising. Thank you. I say lost. I'm dead. I jump in my bed. I feel my bed moving. Does he imitate me? He just jumped in my bed, just like me earlier. I move my head on the right. It does too. I try on the left. He does it too. He was imitating me. Oh, I get it. He's having fun. You're bored. You want to play? I don't have an answer, but I have a feeling that that's the case. I'm rummaging through my closet. What have I? Oh, I know. I take my Jenga, a game where a wooden board tower is built. In turn, we have to remove a stick. I start to show him how to do it. He looks at me and does it in turn. With such hands, I won in advance. I lost. It annoys me, you cheater. He didn't actually cheat, but I'm sure he did. I ignore it, and on this bland defeat, I collapse again on my bed. He imitates me again. Does it on my right. It's strange. I feel like I'm starting to like him, even after the atrocities he committed earlier. But who are you, I wonder? I then remembered that Martin had mentioned his name earlier. Huggy Wuggy. I will have to do some research online. An hour later, I discovered that Huggy Wuggy was supposed to be a little toy, and for this one, it was supposed to be Playtime's own mascot. Huggy is famous for hugs. For some weird reason, I wanted to try that. Huggy comes into my arms. I try to spread my arms, and he ends up giving me a big hug. So Huggy is a super huggy toy that devours people. I don't know what to think about it sincerely. I also feel like Playtime is hiding something. Maybe I'll keep Huggy with me for a while. It'll just be a big toy hidden in my room. Huggy has been sharing my room for a week now. My mom thinks it's a big toy order on the internet. We get along really well. Sometimes he observes me sleeping, but he no longer tries to devour me during my sleep. I came back from classes. It's hug time, Huggy. It was a hard day. Every evening, I get a hug from the famous Huggy Wuggy, the huggiest toy of them all. I'll never get tired of this soft blue fur. What do you think? Do you think it's 4 or 6? I ask him while doing my homework. He is very smart. He even helps me with my homework in the evening. He shows me the correct answers with his hand, and each time it is strangely correct. I want to take my shower. Don't follow me this time. I almost had a heart attack last time. I don't really want to talk about the story, but let's say it came without saying anything as usual, and I thought I would die of fear, surprised when I opened the bathtub curtain. A little while later, damn, I had a nightmare. I'm sweating, and honestly, I don't want to go back to sleep anymore. I look at the floor. He's lying down and staring at the ceiling. I'd like to join him. That was enough terrifying. I go to the ground and stay by his side. I wrap myself in his soft fur and feel his arms hug me. It's strange, but it's so pleasant. It's not long before I fall asleep. I wake up with what I could call my plush. It's become a daily thing. It follows me everywhere, but when I'm at school, it waits for me in my room. But I'm starting to worry that there's still a monster coming out of nowhere, even if it's not me. Huggy could still devour someone again. I don't want to get rid of him, but I can't keep him either. Did you call them? I asked my mother. Yes, they will come tomorrow. Well, I see. Is your toy so defective that you asked me to contact Playtime Co.? I did not know what to do. The next day, Huggy looks at me as I wake up like every morning. Well, I knew the hard truth. He'll soon be gone. They are there, says my mother downstairs. Come on, Huggy. Let's get down. I go down with my friend, and there are 3 employees watching us. When they see Huggy, it's like they're happy to find him, like he was weirdly important to the company. Oh, finally we found you, Huggy, one of them said. We've been looking for you everywhere, you know. Come on, let's go home. Huggy gets angry. He's going to attack them. Huggy, no, I scream. But the employees had strangely foreseen this and electrocuted him with a taser. He falls and they lock him in the back of a truck. I suddenly feel guilty. I didn't expect this. I only wanted to protect those around me, not hurt him. I run to the back of the truck to see if he's okay and look out the window. Huggy, Huggy, you hear me? He gets up weakly, but he gets up to grab the bars on the 2 windows of the rear door of the truck. I'm sorry, Huggy. I thought I was doing well. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. One of his hands slips through the bars. Will he hurt me? I close my eyes in fear, but all I feel is a gentle caress rubbing my hair. Huggy? Come on, let's start, said one of the employees. The truck starts, and Huggy leaves. I'm so mad at myself. I thought I was doing well, but I should have ignored reality and kept him hidden in my room. 3 days later, I miss Huggy. The guilt won't go away. I have to do something. I have a feeling he's in pain. I don't want to leave him alone. Mom, as I scream home. Yes, what? Take me to Playtime Co., please. It's only $3 per visit. She hesitates, but ends up agreeing. The next day, she drops me off there. I'll be back to pick you up at 3. Yes. I paid the $3 and hurry to reach the entrance hall. Huggy is not in the hall where he should be. I had to get away from the tour group. I go through a way for the employees, but quickly, one of them catches me. What are you doing here? I lost myself. You can make a nice toy, you know? You look like you have great skin. Excuse me? A nice toy? How awful. He takes me sternly by the arm and brings me back to the hall. I hear employees talking about Huggy. I follow them discreetly into another room. The factory is strange. I feel like I'm in a laboratory now. The employees are gone, but I hear horrible screams of monsters in all closed rooms. It's terrifying. I see a name on the door. Huggy Wuggy. Yes. I try to enter, but it's closed. I hit on the window so that he looks at me. Huggy. Huggy, it's me. He's lying on an operating table, but raises his head to look at me. I will help you. Do not be afraid. I'll get you out of here, and you'll stay home. An employee prevents me from speaking. He puts his hand against my mouth. No, there's a fabric on it, and that I fall asleep. I told you that you would make a nice toy. I can't wait to see the results. I awoke to hear some doctors talking. I was fading in and out of consciousness, but I finally heard them say, Huggy Wuggy found a good one. That stuck in my head. Huggy Wuggy found a good one. Hey everyone, I just wanted to say thank you for watching this video. It took me a while to get it done, but here's Huggy Wuggy.